See, that the applause just stops too soon, don't you think? Hello, everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everybody in the room. Whoops, I did that too soon. I gotta let the opener finish, then I can bring you in. I just got so excited to have you all here. So, Steve has a smoking profile pic. That's the word on the street. Let's take a look at it ourselves if we can. There it is, right there. Where is it? What show are you watching, you might be saying to yourself? Well, let's listen closely. That's the way that works, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, now let's see if we can show your comments up here without too much of a glitch. Yes, now. I am tickled pink that you all are here for this The Bob Doyle Show. And we can have another round of applause, I suppose, if you insist. You don't. And, okay, here's the real important question of the day. Why is the music still going? I guess it's that long. What do you mean you can't? Sarah says you can't see me. I'm looking at me right here. So, you know what? I'm sorry, Sarah, but I see me. I'll bet you Cheryl sees me, Andy sees me. See, now I had this show timed to the second, the precise second. And now it's just blown. Why look, here's the real question you're asking. Why do I give Sarah so much of a hard time? Well, if you'll watch her comments, she starts it 100% of the time. And because you can only hear my voice and not hers right now, I automatically win. See? That's why you all should have your own show. So welcome to day 2 of, I didn't mean to do that, but I'll do it right now for a reason. So subscribe. And when you're subscribed, click the bell, ladies and gentlemen. That will allow me to yell, hey, I'm on. Now, those of you who are responding to this and watching this video, because of what I said I was going to talk about, I am. So don't, but look, see, this is a show, it kind of opens with sort of, I don't know, whatever you call it, a monologue. The whole show's a monologue. I'm not talking to anybody else. Well, that's not exactly true today, is it? We do. We have a guest today, and it's very exciting because guests are exciting. But before we get to the guest, and look, yes, it's going to be about what's the deal with the reach on Facebook. Now, we all know, we, you, us, the inner circle, of which there needs to be more of us. What's going on here? Where is everybody? Oh, sure, everybody showed up for day 1. And then did they go, I think I'll wait till day 3. Or I'll wait till day 11 over there. Maybe I'll have it smoothed out. There really wasn't anything for me there. Well, I gotta say, that's a little bit hurtful. Right? Where does it hurt? Look, I'm sure if I had feelings, it would be hurtful. All right, I like what Irma said here. Let's share it with everybody because I like it so much. Howdy rowdies. Isn't that fun? So I have I have so many open loops in my head right now. I could knit with them. Crochet. What do you do with loops? We have a new way for you to contribute to the magic of this show. Well, it's an old way that we used to do, but now we're bringing it back because it's easier than ever. If you check the description of this broadcast, you will see that we've added a share on Twitter link. Now, if you were to click that, or just type bobdoyleshow.com/tweet, but you have to type it just, so it goes tweet. I don't know what the characters are. I think you have to alt something. Anyway, it'll be worth it. Then that will bring up a default tweet that you could send. So here's the deal. Anything with any tweet that you send with the hashtag Bob Doyle Show, I can share. All right, so like I did a little while ago as an example to tell you. So if you were to tweet, and you don't have to click the link to tweet, you know how to tweet, but just include the hashtag Bob Doyle Show, right? And spread the love through tweeting. Just thinking about it, I get a little verklempt. Can you see? Can you see that I'm just about to have a total breakdown? I hide it well because I'm professionally trained to use the bathroom indoors. So here's a question, because I'm filled with them. It drives me. Questions. I love them so much. Any of you love Sorry. We'll get this sorted out. Any of you love questions too? Sarah's saying whatever, obviously in response to my rant on her just a minute ago. Sarah is saying whoa, don't know why. And I'm working. Andy is working but making time for my show. Now see that? That's the spirit. That's the spirit. By the way, just as a quick reminder, we are, of course, working to the first step in YouTube domination here is getting this channel monetized so it can support itself. And to do that, we have to get over 1,000 subscribers, and we have to get our hours listening or hours listened to 4,000 within the past 365 days. Okay, so right now I haven't checked it recently. I should. But I didn't want to get too much of that in the show. But we've got, you know, a ways to go, maybe 1,000 hours. So if all of you rallied and went to the playlist of this particular program right here on the Facebook, not Facebook, got to break that habit, don't I, ladies and gentlemen? What we're talking about here is YouTube, and what we ask you to do, of course, is subscribe, and click the bell. What if someone had just popped in to see what's the show about, and then they see that? Are they still here? Or did they run so fast that we can smell the rubber burning off of the soles of their shoes? I'm going to say that's what the smell is. By the way, my smoking neighbors, they absolutely did move, for those of you keeping score. So anyway, you know, share. Oh, here's another thing I keep forgetting to ask. I'm going to have to make a little animation about it. Also, if you don't mind, and if you do, or if you think you do, or if you think you will, or just you want to anyway, like this video. There's a little thumbs up or something, you know. Look, I'm very clear that at this stage in the game, I'm doing a lot of begging for stuff. Begging for shares, begging for likes, begging for subscribes. It comes across as begging, but it's really just charming enrollment. You're just wrong in your interpretation. So let me just correct you. For the good of everyone here, so that none of us look foolish. Now, before we get to our guest, I have a question for you. This is just, you know, this is silly. We're not going to spend all day on this. But are you a person who believes there is a right way to load the dishwasher? Like that they were designed to be loaded in a particular way, and if you don't do it that way, you're doing it wrong. Now, I'm wondering if you think I have an opinion one way or the other based on the way I said that. Do I think there is, or do I think there's not? Knowing what you know about me, what's my attitude on this? Because I know how I delivered it was very, I can't really tell. Is he for or again? Cheryl says, yes, there is. I think that's what she's saying. That there is a correct way to load the dishwasher. I think that's what she's saying. Sarah is also in agreement. Absolutely. All right. Ask everyone to like the page every single time. I'm going to try. I'm going to remember. Thank you, Irma. You sent a Twitter share too? Yes, he did. Look at there. Cracking the Facebook code. Whoops, wait a minute. Did you see it? It may have gone away too quick. Here we go. See? Andy tested it. And, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to say it worked. So, okay, so we're getting some absolutelys here, that there is a right way. And if you don't know that, maybe, I don't know, maybe the same people, that there's a better way. Maybe you're not willing to say there's a right way, but definitely a better way. I think that's me, if you want to peer through the veil and understand. But the freaking bell does not fully work. What are you talking about, Tommy? Coming in here and just bringing the whole show down, man. We were just like so in a groove, and then you just come in here and go, oh, the show's broken. Everything about it is broken. Why would anybody subscribe to this channel? That's what Tommy's saying, in not so many words. I know what YouTube bell you meant, but I don't understand what you mean by it doesn't work. It works for some people, right? Let's just try. Let's do our best to click the bell. Do the best you can. If you can't, you can't. You gave it the college try, and that makes me love you so much. Bowls on the top or bowls on the bottom? Bowls on the top rack or bowls on the bottom? Go. I'll just sit here and wait for your response. I don't have all day. Oh wait, I'm on the right page to see your responses anyway. Okay, I still don't have an answer. It's been 8 seconds. What is everybody just sleeping in their oatmeal? Who eats oatmeal? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody right now? Okay, well, both Kaladi says. Boy, oh boy, I wish this was a little bit smoother. So both, well, that doesn't help me at all. Except that it gave me something to put up on the screen, and for that I will be eternally grateful. In fact, I am eternally grateful because there is only now. This is really the only moment. Past, future, it's all an illusion. So I am eternally grateful now, and now, and now, and now, and now. So just see, isn't that nice? All right, depends on the dishwasher, Lori says. Okay, fair enough. Steve says depends on the size of the bowl. All right, good idea. Cereal bowls. Cereal bowls, top or bottom. Go. Oh, we did that already. Okay, so Irma says she wandered off to check her email and she got her notification from the bell icon, ladies and gentlemen. So, see, it's happening for some. Tommy, I think maybe you just broke the internet on your side. Maybe you should get a RAM cleaner. That's a callback, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are avid watchers. And if you are rolling on the floor laughing your ass off. Okay. Top for cereal bowl, says Cheryl. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. Top, they block the dishes. Good, good, good. All right. Now, this is the last dishwasher related question I have to ask you. I promise. And then we're going to get into our interview. Our guest is standing by to answer all of our questions about Facebook reach. And how is it determined what goes where, who sees what, all that stuff. So, just moments from now. Do you take the time when you're loading the dishwasher to separate knives, forks, spoons into the various compartments? Or do you just throw them all in there willy-nilly? Up, down, you don't care. I'm doing dishes here. I got other stuff to do. That's how you talk when you do the dishes. I'm not going to worry about whether it's up or down or whether I'm going to put them away. I don't know why you talk like that, and the neighbors are complaining. All right. Bruno says yellow, which is his groovy way of saying hello. I think actually what the deal is that the H key is broken on his keyboard, so he uses the Y. Just throw it all in, let the water sort them out. Well, that would be a cool trick, Halati. If you just kind of throw them in there willy-nilly and then you open up the dishwasher and they're all just perfectly... What would you do? Like, what would you be your legitimate response? Now, I want you to think for realsies, okay? Now, we're not fantasizing now. This has really happened. You have thrown in all the dishes in the dishwasher. You people waiting for the Facebook thing are just wanting to kill me right now. If you're watching live, or you're frantically skipping ahead. And then you're going to be even more irritated, I can almost assure you. But if you put all of them in, they're just all mixed up, down, and then and then just push the button, come back, and now they're all sorted. What would you do? Now you have to think about it, because I know we're all caught up in the fantasy that is the Bob Doyle Show. Now I want you to really think. Let's try and just shut down that happened. What would happen? Steve says he usually just washes his dishes by hand. I do both. I do both. But that's, right now we're talking about you and your reaction to a self-sorting dishwasher that you did not pay for. No one has a response to this? Are you so stunned by the scenario that you just are like, I can't even process this? All right, fine. Think about it. You can write me a report and email it to me later. Wait a second. I meant to, there I am. Look at that. I'm cracking the Facebook code on YouTube right now on my iPad. Isn't that nice? Okay, now find the gremlin and hire him. Now, see, Andy, I don't think that's what you would really do. I really don't think that if you opened the door and all your dishes were sorted, you would go on a gremlin hunt with a job application in your hand for him to fill out. I think that's more the fantastical answer. I think I would stand there for quite a while. And then, of course, I would immediately go live on my here on YouTube and go, the thing I was talking about, it really happened. I know you don't believe me. But would you just assume, what would you assume? Like poltergeists? Right? Or just do you just take the rest of the week off? Bruno says just hire a butler and a maid. Kaladi, there. Now here's a realistic answer. I would stare at it and wonder if my hubby redid the dishwasher. Now that's a good prank, right? If you've got a significant other or someone you're living with, and you got to set it up just right. I'm sure it could be orchestrated where you could give somebody that experience. And they probably, I don't know if they know, man, you might have to actually do it a few times before they realize, wait, how is this happening, right? And of course they'd ask you, are you coming? And you have to lie. I'm sorry. The only way this works is if you just are not afraid to lie to the person who you love the most, just for the sake of you going, haha, I fooled him. Because then they're going to create a story. They're going to tell this story for the rest of their lives. When people say, did you ever have experience with a ghost or everything? I did. Tell us about it. Well, this is going to sound silly, but and it becomes their truth, and they'll believe it till the day they transmogrify. That will be their reality because you stuck to your guns. Boy, I have a lot of social commentary I could make with one line, but I'm not gonna, because that's not what this show is about. So Kaladi says he does that sort of thing. All right, there you go. Now, again, I just hire a butler and a maid would not be my response. Okay. Good point, Sarah. Another callback, ladies and gentlemen. You're just going to have to go back and watch the show to get some of this stuff. Okay. All right, now, before we get into it, just a reminder, subscribe, click the bell. That's your job. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just this clicking. You're clicking all day anyway. Just click there and there, and that's it. And then from now on, when this happens, you'll be there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking a lot about why. Well, let me get this set up so that I can go to your comments correctly. Why I've made the move over to YouTube from Facebook, and the biggest challenge I ever had over there was reach, right? I got 21,000 fans on my Facebook page, and then I share it and 100 people are reached. Like, what's the deal? I did everything they said to do that I thought I was supposed to do. Schedule, be consistent, engagement. We're very engaged, wouldn't you say, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway. But it all comes down to Facebook's algorithm, right? Facebook's algorithm, always changing, mysterious. What's behind Facebook's algorithm? Well, I figured, because there's so much freaking mystery around it, let's just go to the man himself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my friend and colleague. Actually, I don't know him at all. We'll find out if I actually like him or not. Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook's algorithm is with us. Thank you very much. So, Al, I've got a little bit of a bone to pick with you because I have been working for a long time trying to figure you out. What's this algorithm about? What do I have to do to make this algorithm happy so that my show gets reach? Can you explain your process? Okay, thank you first of all for allowing me the opportunity to come to show and talk to you about things that you ask me. Okay, that's great. Can we just, how do you determine reach? Okay, the process is this. You upload or you schedule the broadcast, and then I read what you say about the broadcast, and then I assess. I check in with me. I say. Al, you like, you do not like, what is the deal? So hang on. You're saying I schedule, or anybody schedules a live broadcast. Don is here, by the way. Tommy's joined us. Andy still is look at that. He's doing the math for us, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, you get my description, and then I think I missed your process. The process is I read the description. Okay, yes, I remember that part. But then how do you make the decision? If I like what I read, if I think it is interesting, amusing, I tell people go watch this through sharing and reach, and that is how. That doesn't explain. So wait, you see the thing, and then you are single-handedly making the decision as to whether or not, how many people are going to see this. So if I send to 21,000 people or whatever, and you look at it and you say, oh, this isn't funny to me, then you're only going to tell 125 people. Well, 125 people if in my good mood. If I in my not good mood, 16 people I tell, because when I read description of your show, I think to myself, this is how do you say, sheet. This is whoa. What did you just say? I look at description, and I think to myself, this is sheet. Look, I don't know what you have been told, but we don't use profanity on this show or anything like that. Although I know what you're thinking, that this happens all the time. Sorry, I say sheet, like sheet on the bed. You have sheet on the bed? Sheet, like an actual sheet on a bed. Yes, sheet on the bed. You have sheet on the bed. Yes, I have a sheet on my bed, and the sheet is sheet on bed covered, so you cannot see with it. Covered like with a comforter or something like that. Comforter, yes, on top of sheet, so you not see sheet. Mean comforter better than sheet. You see? Well, I don't think I agree with that on a philosophical level. The sheet is what's actually touching your skin most of the time. So I don't know how that judges quality. Where I from, this how we do. So sheet, if we say something sheet, it mean not good as. Not, we compare not good as others. So I look at your show and I say to myself, this is sheet, or this is sheety, like as or pertaining to. You don't need to say anymore. What I've learned here is that whether my show or anybody's show gets seen at all is based on you thinking whether or not it's going to be funny or amusing, or well, I guess that's about the same thing. See, this incoherent speak you do, this reason why I think sheet, not comforter, your show not comforter of internet. See, but comforter of internet get reach. Did you not comforter, you sheet, so you know I do not give the reach. I was really hoping there was more science to it than that. There is no science. There is no science, as you can plainly see. It is all up to me. The end of story. All right, well, I want to thank you for your insight. It's been very enlightening, and I'm really glad I made the jump to YouTube. Well, when you get there, you see my cousin, also named Algorithm. He very similar. You like me, you like him. I guarantee gosh darn it. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, Algorithm. Tomorrow, we're going to do another little change. Normally on Wednesdays here on the Bob Doyle Show. Let's check in with you guys. Normally I do the Law of Attraction Q&A, and obviously when I was doing it on Facebook, you could always find it on the Bob Doyle Show page, but we're not doing that anymore. And I normally broadcast that to the YouTube channel, the Boundless Living / Wealth Beyond Reason YouTube channel, but I believe that starting tomorrow, I'm going to start broadcasting it here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, here on this page to keep all the Bob Doyle Show things congruent. I may change my mind and someone may swoop in and say, that's a terrible idea, and here are 12 reasons why. We're counting down America's top 12 reasons why moving this over there is not good. Let's go to Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Hi, I'm Sarah. Okay, that was weird. Unlike the rest of the show, all right? Now look, just tell me, just a number. How many other live stream hosts have you seen, I'm going to say in the past week, I'll give you a week. How many other live stream hosts have you seen holding a rubber ear? Now, just a number. My point is, you're not going to get this anywhere else. Now, what you don't know is that you want that. And that's why you should subscribe and click the bell, right? Now, when this show ends, which it will do, unfortunately, it's the nature of, well, it's the nature of everything. Life, it's all cyclical. There's a beginning and an end, an alpha and omega, and the omega of this show, of this particular broadcast of this show, not the show in general, but just this the omega is coming. Hold on a second. What is Tommy saying? No, well, I was gonna share it, but I think maybe I won't. Check it out. Genesis Personal Transformation is here. This young man is probably one of the most persistent people on the planet, and I mean that in a good way. And Sarah says my voice has never gone that high. Look, Sarah, you've got to believe in yourself. Wait a minute. Boy, I almost clicked the wrong one, and you know what I'm saying. Sarah's trying to set me up. All right, what am I talking about? Did we establish anything today? Let's see, let's get on the accomplished list. All right, well, look, don't forget about the tweeting, okay? I'm just gonna scroll and see if anybody else played the tweet game. I'm gonna have to go through page after page after page. Nope, only one who did it was Andy. But that's okay, I'm sure, see, you can do it after the fact, and I hope you will. Like when this is over, you can tweet. You can go, look, here, and what I've learned is, after I go live, it's like 45 minutes before this show is available as a replay on YouTube. And then what I do is I go share it, share the link, over at Facebook to bring those people over here. Because remember, we're trying to get our viewing hours up so we can monetize the channel. Don't forget to check out our Discord channel. There's a link below in the description. Link in the description. Discord, where we can all just meet after hours, as it were, do post-show conversation. There's brainstorming. There's a suggestion area. From time to time, we'll do voice chat there, and sometimes we'll bring that voice chat into this show. Probably be doing that, who knows, maybe before the end of the week. Because we're testing stuff. That didn't sound very good. All right, I'm going to start the theme song now of this show, which is called The Bob Doyle Show. Tommy's head disappeared. How'd that happen? I don't even know what you're talking about. But you know what? They don't pay me to know what I'm talking about, what you're talking about. They pay me to know what I'm talking about. Which is probably why I haven't been paid yet. See, that was like the musical equivalent of a laugh. Them coming in, well, that was a laugh at whatever I said. Point is, Law of Attraction Q&A right here on this channel tomorrow. If you bring the Q's, I will have the A's. Otherwise, you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to ramble on and change your life in some way, in a dramatic, deep, powerful way. Let's see what happens if I can do this correctly.
It's the Doyle Show.